G'day guys and welcome back to another rookie review series in which I'll showcase some more of what I've learnt from each rookie over each round and whether or not they are solid selections for your teams. Now before I get into it, I just want to quickly thank everybody for finally getting me to 1,000 subscribers. It's bloody unreal to see and I'm forever grateful for all the support over the last few years, and it's super humbling to finally get there. And if you enjoy something, get stuck into it, have a go. The harder you work, the luckier you get. So to everyone who's followed me over this journey, once again, thank you so much. It's unreal to get there, and doing what I love most, and that's Supercoach. So unreal, and we'll get stuck straight into it anyway. So the first bloke here is Jake Bowie. He's not really a rookie, but mate, this guy deserves a massive shout. Had 34 disposals last week, and 18 of them were contested. Came out of nowhere. So the reason he played pretty ordinary in the first game against the Bulldogs was because he was playing a little bit of a tagging role that Trent Rivers plays, who wasn't playing in round one. So that is a little bit of a one-off. So what we saw last Saturday against the Gold Coast Suns might be something that we might see more often throughout the season. So if you want to go there, I'm super tempted, but I've got other plans, unfortunately, but I really am eyeing him off as a little bit of a pod move. And if you want to go there, I could not blame you one bit. 151, he went massive. Great job security, play him on field, do whatever you got to do to get this guy on field. If you got Heath Chapman, this guy could be the perfect alternative. Just a correction trade, get it right. But this is a very good pick, I reckon. It might be a one-off getting to 151. That's a little bit absurd to expect that from him every week, but if he can get 20 disposals and score 80 to 90, that's a huge win. So if you want to go for Jake Bowie, go for it. I cannot hold you back for doing that. Next one here is another player that's been discussed again over the last couple of weeks. People trying to bring him in, I don't blame you for that. That's Mitch Hinge, looking really good. 180k. I thought that was a bit overs for a rookie, but when you come out and score 84, that's really great. Good job security, I think. It's good that he's finally playing some footy, isn't it? I mean, he's been riddled with shoulder injuries. What's to say that won't happen again this week? We hope not, but until then, you can comfortably play him on field. I think he's a superb selection, and if you want to go there, definitely bring him in. Almost a must-have in defence with the amount of rookies we've got here. As you can see, we are quite thin in terms of who you should be going for. This next bloke here has a very high ceiling, but a pretty poor role, unfortunately. Josh Gibcus, 171k. I don't even know if he has the ceiling to score over 60, which is quite alarming. People selecting him as a Jordan Butts type pick from last year, but I don't even think he's even close to that, because Butts had the odd 80 score twice a year, actually had some really good games, but Gibcus, it's just hard to see. The role is just about as bad as you could ask for in a Supercoach sense. But if you picked him, it's okay. He will be like a little bit of a Sam DeConning pick, where he will play probably every single week and be a very slow burn on your bench. So, good job security. But I would just keep him on the bench until he's on the chopping block. But if you don't have him, definitely avoid him for now. Nasai Wanganeen-Malira, 162k. Defender midfielder, was drafted for his foot skills, and I didn't see any of that. This is a player with an extremely high ceiling, but I don't think he's ready for AFL football yet. Made some really bad mistakes, a few clangers, panics a bit under pressure, only scored 50, and for that price, I think there are better options. So, moderate job security, because I think the Saints do need a little bit of run and carry to go Brad Hill. But unfortunately, I'll probably avoid this one because there are better options. Getting Mitch Hinge over Wanganeen-Malira. Next player here, Paddy McCartan, took 5 intercept marks in the first quarter. Superb stuff. He's a defender forward. I keep forgetting that this guy was taken pick 1 in the 2014 draft as a full forward. It's unbelievable to see how good he's turned it around. Come out with a bang, scored 80. I had him on field last week. I thought I got away with rookie roulette, and then Mitch Hinge comes out and scores 84. So, missed out on 4 points, which is fine. But, I really like Paddy McCartan. If you don't have him, for some reason or another, he should be close to 70% ownership, if I'm honest. So, good job security. Play him on field. Very safe. Very safe as houses type pick. Next player here is Josh Sin, 157k, as well as Paddy McCartan, someone that I did rate immensely in last year's draft, but unfortunately only scored the 24. It hasn't been Port Adelaide season thus far, and Ken Hinkley handing out debutants for nothing really. And the problem with Josh Sin is he's really competing for a spot with Riley Bonner, so it's going to make it quite tough for him to hold his spot on that side. When you score in 24, I think it's just a matter of time before he's back on the chopping block. High ceiling, extreme talent, and I would not be surprised if we are talking about him in a few weeks' time as a very relevant selection, as a downgrade target for a Mitch Hinge. But yeah, at this point in time, he's someone that I think we just simply avoid for now. But yeah, keep him in the back of your mind, because he will come out and start playing a consistent brand of football, I suspect. Also, Port Adelaide player and Sam Skinner, come along from the Brisbane Lions, defender forward. If you've already got Sam de Koning, which I'm pretty sure every bloody man his dog has him, I don't think there's a real reason to pick Skinner. I feel like having both of them is too risky, because you're vulnerable to some bench coverage, and you're going to bleed points and cash a lot, and you're going to have to field one of them at some point when you get to the buys. And yeah, I just think we avoid Sam Skinner for now, but if you don't have SDK, go for it. But yeah, moderate job security is coming in for Alir, which is, yeah, really good job security short term. But yeah, someone that I would probably just have him on the bench as a slow burn. But yeah, if you can, avoid him at the same time. And the last man here in defence is Nathan O'Driscoll. Everyone knows O'Driscoll because he was the man that everyone just had their fingers crossed, please get up round one. Didn't happen. Got his opportunity in round two, and yeah, only scored 18. Keep in mind, he was a medical sub, and he come on the ground, and the first possession he had in AFL footy was an absolute cracker from the pocket, and he got around it. He was very happy with his work, and so was the crowd. So he's someone that I expect to play regularly, but the thing is, medical sub, we just hate it, don't we? We saw what happened last year with Miles Bergman for Port Adelaide in our forward line. Just someone who was medical sub week in, week out, coming on, scoring 30s every week, getting a run halfway through the third quarter. It's super frustrating. So, yeah, moderate job security there, and yeah, have him on the bench, but yeah, it could be a void at the same time, because we just don't know if he's going to be a medical sub, but we'll wait and see on that. But a supreme talent and someone that we can definitely consider. So we'll have a look in the midfield, and we'll get there in a minute. Okay, so Jason Horne-Francis, he's someone that for some bloody reason, I didn't have him in my last rookie review video. I must have just skipped his name, or I don't know what happened there, but worth a quick shout. It's kind of irrelevant anyway, because he's in over 75% of teams. So, yeah, unreal ceiling. Tore it up against West Coast. Pretty cheap game for him. Perfect job security, and you have him on field. Same can be said with Nick Dacos, who only scored a 53, but I think people expecting a little bit too much from Nick Dacos. He only played his second game of footy. He had a few clangers. Give him time. I don't think we'll see another 53 from him for the duration of this season. Patrick Naish. Okay, so this is someone that I would have thrown this pick in your face last week, but now he's someone you could actually consider. 189k mid-forward, so versatile DPP, and he come out with a 90, which is absolutely superb. But the problem with Naish is, who in their mind is going to say, no, I don't want a Horne-Francis, a Dacos, a Ward, a Stevens, McGuinness, etc. I want someone that was on the chopping block for Richmond and only just sort of got Supercoach price and DPP about a week before round one. So it's one of those picks where, can you actually fit him in your midfield, maybe in the forward line as well? But it's a super pod really, and someone that I'd probably avoid just on that. But yeah, good job security for West Coast. Their depth really is just made out of glass. They're that thin, and if you do go with him, I think you can comfortably have him on the field, in your forward line even, because yeah, it could be a little bit of a pod there. Next play here, Josh Ward, coming out with another 50, which is quite concerning. Still got good job security. He's a really good talent, puts his head over the ball and works extremely hard, got good endurance as well, but yeah, with the depth of the midfield, just have him on the bench for now. I see people trading him. Don't blame me for that if you want to make a bit of cash short term, but yeah, long term, I think he will have a game where he comes out and scores 100 plus. It's only a matter of time. Huge ceiling, and we saw what he did in the Amy series. Dylan Stevens, 167k. Got this bloke on field over round 2. Absolutely over the moon with that. 95. Keep in mind that Sydney and Geelong did get scaled up a fair bit after Buddy kicked his 1,000th goal. Congratulations to him. But there was only about 5 minutes left in the game. They put all their scores on hold and just gave everyone like a 20 or 30 point boost, which is really good. That's why Paddy McCartan scored a little bit higher than he did as well. So, yeah, Dylan Stevens, really solid. Won't do that again probably, but someone that you can have on your bench or on the field if you want to loophole him with a Ned Long type like I have been doing. So, yeah, good job, Scooty. Probably bench option. Next bloke here, Finn McGuinness, 143k mid forward. So, yeah, interesting. Hawthorn haven't really been scoring a whole lot. I think their highest scorer on the weekend was Gunston or Scrimshaw of 80 or 90 points. So, yeah, I think McGuinness holds his spot. He's done some good things over the last, couple of years. Huge endurance, wins all their trials. He's put some size on, so I don't see the reason he gets dropped. So, moderate job skew for now. Bench coverage, if you've got him, maybe you have him in the forward line as a field option. But yeah, I don't have him in my team, haven't really considered him. But if you've got him, yeah, maybe just have him on the bench, I think. Next bloke here, finally played a game of footy. Luke Pedler, far out. He is the most injury-riddled player in the competition. And yeah, that includes premiums and rookies. So yeah, 45, not great, is it? So I'd just be avoiding him. I don't know how long he'll stay on the park for. Moderate job security, short term, but yeah, avoid him at all costs. Jackson Mead, 123k. I have no idea how this bloke held his spot. Maybe that's good for Josh Sin because, yeah, he scored pretty ordinary as well. I mean, yeah, there's heaps of debutants, so it doesn't take much to hold your spot by the looks of it. I can't believe he kept playing, but yeah, poor job security. He must be on the chopping block this week, surely. Yeah, avoid him. Connor McDonald, 117k. Only scored 55 again, which is fine. Kicked a goal. Works really hard. There was a contest where he was sort of in the corridor and there was a kick towards the wing and he didn't get that kick, but then because it was an uncontested possession, I can't remember who kicked it, but he absolutely bursted into some space. Got a mark. He's about 50 metres out and that's resulting in a goal. So really smart work rate from him, and yeah, someone that we can just have on our benches. He'll make some money and he'll come out and score probably a 70 or an 80 at least once or twice this year. So yeah, he's fine on the bench for now. Bit of a slow burn in the midfield, but that's okay. Next bloke here, Jake Soligo, 117k stinker on our midfield bench. Scored 7. Oh, I feel so bad for people that loopholed him. Oh, I saw a lot of blokes, especially on Facebook and the AFL Nuffies page and whatnot. It was quite funny to look at, but really quite damaging to your season. It's like Jack McRae scores 140 plus. Yep, I'm absolutely banking that. Saligo's dropped. I'll captain him and comes on a medical sub and scores 7. Absolutely about as painful as it gets. So yeah, really commiserations to people that did that. Hopefully you bounce back next week. Huge shame, but yeah, on the pick altogether. Poor job security, medical sub, probably on the chopping block. Avoid him. And the last player here is Aaron Black. Got a shot at AFL footy. Kicked a really nice goal on the run. Just pure poise and class. Can we consider this guy? I mean, 102k and he scores a 74. We know how thin West Coast are short term, but yeah, that's the problem in it. Short term, maybe he gets dropped. Who knows? But I think his job security is just about as poor as it gets because they've got that many players, about 14 or so available. So I would be avoiding him for now, but I would not be surprised if this time next week we are talking about Aaron Black as an upgrade target. If he plays again and scores another 70 plus, that would be very interesting. I think he may hold his spot, but yeah, I wouldn't bank on that one. But yeah, looks like a good player. So yeah, few to choose from on the midfield, which is always handy. We'll have a look at the rucks and the forwards. Got them in the same category here. Yeah, I'm not the best scroller. All right, here we go. So in the ruck, we've only got Jack Hayes. Obviously, Hugh Dixon didn't play because of COVID protocols. That's fine. We'll get him at some point. But Hayes, interesting. So I'm seeing a few teams rolling with him at R2 when they drop Max Gawn for this week, which is very, very risky because, yeah, he's been playing really good. Scored 68, which which was good because I fielded him over Rochelle. Had a loophole with Nick Martin, so yeah, I've been getting really lucky with the rookies. But yeah, back on topic, I mean, it's only a matter of time before Paddy Ryder comes in the team, a bit like North Melbourne with Cherry, Goldstein, and CCJ. Can they play all three of these key position players? Who knows? But yeah, moderate job security regardless of how good he's playing. But if he is playing, you can have him on field. He's a huge talent. We all know what he did at Woodville in the Sandful, so played some really good footy. Yeah, it wasn't his best game, low time on ground, I think. So yeah, just keep him in your forward line, and yeah, maybe R3. But I definitely think he's a field option. So yeah, don't need to go into it any more than that because Hayes, yeah, everybody should have him. Onto the forward line now. Bit overs for a rookie, but we'll start with my man, Tristan Cherry, or maybe Eno's man, if we're being honest. But yeah, started with him in my team, and I'm very, very happy that I did. The pick was self-explanatory. No CCJ, playing first ruck, no Nick Nut. He's going to score well, 120, you absolute beauty. He's going to get DPP. So my plan, this is a bit off topic, but my plan with the ruck system is probably to actually trade Gorn out for Witts short term, and then maybe if Cherry can keep this scoring up and be a bit more consistent, flip him as my permanent R2, which is a little bit of an idea, food for thought. But if you don't have Tristan Cherry, I think he's a must-have. It just goes without saying. He's doing everything right. He had a huge off-season, and North Melbourne, they played hardball with St Kilda. They did not want to get rid of him, so absolutely love this pick. Love him as a player, and I think he's going to be an absolute Supercoach cash cow. So yeah, if you don't have him in your team, get him in. He's a genuine lock alongside the Paddy Cripps types. Next player here is Hugo Ralphsmith, one of my favourite players over the off-season, but it was just his job security, wasn't it? We got Nick Floston in the team that's sort of keeping him out, and Daniel Rioli, those types, 206k and scored 83, which is super handy. That's how good that role is, that half-back. It's just... oh, it's absolutely beautiful in a Supercoach sense. But yeah, moderate job security. Does he keep playing? He was the sub last week against Carlton, so that's always a concern. I'd probably avoid him just on his job security, but if you do want to pick him, you can comfortably have him on your field. I could not blame you, but it's just a matter of, does he get a game this week on field? Is he extended bench or interchange? We don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard because he's a genuine field option, but pretty dodgy job security nonetheless. Jack Ginnivan, 199k. This bloke come out of nowhere, didn't he? Oh, he's had a great couple of weeks, but the problem with this pick straight away is you're trading him in, yeah, you're going to get some short-term cash gen, but you're also chasing points because you're not going to get that 119. You're not going to get that 90-plus average he has had over the last couple of weeks. So you're going to have him on field. I would not be surprised if he goes 40 to 50 points this week, which would be absolutely shattering. Good job security. I mean, he's playing great footy in the Collingwood forward line there, but the role is just about as dodgy as you like in a Supercoach sense, and I'd be avoiding him. It's a similar role to this next bloke, which is Josh Rochelle, but the difference between the two of them is Rochelle actually pushes up the ground defensively. He tackles, he has high pressure, he accumulates, and then he gets back and he's got X Factor written all over him. So you're comparing a forward pocket and a half forward flanker genuinely with Ginnivan and Rochelle. So that's why I think Rochelle is just such a better option for around the same price. I know everyone's got Rochelle, but that's the difference between these two players. And yes, Rochelle, it wasn't his best week. Only 58, only kicked the one goal, but I mean, at the end of the day, he is a small forward, and these games will happen. I think he's due for a 4-goal performance in the showdown on Friday against Port Adelaide. So yeah, looking forward to that. Perfect job security. When I say perfect, I mean he's just about one of Adelaide's best players, if not top 5, top 10, who knows. But yeah, looking really good and a perfect field option because you're not going to lose out. Even if he does score pretty average, he's still in well over 60% of teams. Next bloke here, unfortunate. I avoided this. The only reason I didn't pick Corey Durden is because I didn't have enough money to actually get him in my team. So yeah, I'm very happy I avoided that. 143k his overs for a rookie that you're probably going to have on the bench, I'd much rather a Nick Martin over him, and that just worked out for the best, didn't it? But if you had him on the bench and you did have him in your team, yeah, well done to you, because only a 24, I think it was bottom 2 or 3 scorers for that whole game. I still think he's got good job security. As I said last week, to me, he is the Eddie Betts replacement, but yeah, full pocket, same as Ginnivan. This is what will probably happen to Ginnivan next week. I'm not taking anything away from the kid because he's playing great footy, but yeah, the inconsistency of small forwards can be quite catastrophic if you have them on field. So yeah, with Durden, I'd probably avoid him if you don't have him, but yeah, if you do have him, just keep him on the bench for now. Maybe set up a loophole system going on if you got a player that's going to be a donut. But yeah, supreme talent, but you're going to get these scores nonetheless. And the last man here is someone I've got absolutely no idea about. Lachlan Gullens. I don't know. He only scored 42. Yeah, there's just better options in there. I don't really need to go into it. Probably poor job security. I mean, if he's not gonna, well, he's not playing this week anyway. I don't think. We'll wait for the team sheets. But if you're really desperate and you're shambling for a downgrade target, maybe you can go for him. But yeah, just probably irrelevant nonetheless. So yeah, that's the round 2 rookie review series. I do apologise for the late upload. I've actually done a recording of this yesterday, and yeah, something happened with YouTube. It didn't actually work, so I've had to do it all over again. Accidentally deleted the file. Yeah, butchered it completely. So yeah, I'm gonna get it up anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and once again, thank you so much for getting me over 1,000 subscribers. It's only small, but it does mean a lot to me. I'm pretty sure I'm the 6th Supercoach YouTuber to do so. So yeah, huge honor, and yeah, really do appreciate it. Good luck this week, and hopefully these rookie videos are helping you out. And yeah, always keen to hear some feedback in the comments. Hope you're having a good day, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.